Welcome, and I'm so excited you are here. Are you ready to get started? Let me grab a quick sip of my coffee. I invite you to have some coffee, water, or tea as well. That's good coffee. My intention for today's training is giving you an experience like we are sitting at the local Starbucks just having a coffee together. This creates more connection, and that's one of the main focuses I have with those I work with. So, today's master training, Fit and Fulfilled at 40. How to prevent a midlife crisis and start the best and healthiest years of your life. My name is Coach Brian Prana. I want to thank you for attending today's training. I appreciate you taking the time to be here because I'm sure you are busy. On this training, we will be diving into the topic of midlife transformation and what that means for you. I help women prevent a midlife crisis by focusing inward to better their bodies, families, careers, and most importantly, themselves. I've come across so many women that are seeking change in their personal world. They feel down on themselves. Guilt, shame, and blame take over their decisions for how they feel and what they do every day. They wake up one day and are simply struck when they look in the mirror and find themselves so far off of what's true for them. They simply avoid the mirror at all costs due to the pain it causes inside. They begin seeking self-improvement in areas of health, relationships, careers, and it's time to take charge and put themselves first. This shows up as a midlife transformation through the way you live each day with energy and life. Have connected relationships that you are engaged in, and have a career that you're passionate about. So, I want to take a brief moment and thank you for signing up for this training. I can tell that you are an amazing person who desires more for yourself. This is about a midlife transformation and what that means to your everyday. What it means for you when you first wake up in the morning to start your day powerfully. What it means for you to end your day feeling happy and grateful of the opportunities that came your way. The truth is, you deserve way more than you're allowing yourself to have and experience in your life. But first, before we begin, here's some quick housekeeping items for today's training. Turn off distractions, Facebook, silence your phones. Make sure to move to a private room so you can focus on the powerful shifts we are going to share today. This training will be about 60 minutes, so now you don't have to worry about it lasting much longer than that. I value your time and mine as well. My coaching is all about results, and I know for a fact that the best clients I work with want to achieve their results in a short amount of time with the clearest possible direction they can get. Also, have a piece of paper and pen ready because throughout today's training, I will be challenging you on a couple of the shifts that need to take place and how you can gain some valuable insights as to where you are and what you need to do about your present state right now. Quickly, about myself, as I'd like to get back to talking more about you and the powerful shifts ahead. Who am I? I've been a professional in the fitness and nutrition field for the last 15 years where I have countless certifications, like 15 plus. I've been a personal trainer coaching thousands of hours of in the trenches, working hand in hand with clients, a CrossFit gym owner who led Betsy Finley to become a CrossFit world champion. I helped Gretchen reach the Boston Marathon. I also worked with Esmeralda and gained a whole new perspective on work-life balance. More on her later. On a more personal note, I am a husband of 11 years to my high school sweetheart, Amber. A father of 4 to Levi, Everett, Maxwell, and my youngest daughter, Emmeline. Now you might be wondering, why does this guy care so much about women's well-being? Well, here's the reason. Although I love having boys, I'm definitely drawn to Daddy's little girl. She has me hook, line, and sinker. There she is. And at the young age of 2, Emmeline shows me the importance of being a great husband to my wife, Amber, but also a great father to her as well. I aim to parent her the best way possible. And that starts with loving Amber and showing Emmeline a man's love to his wife. And then leading Emmeline to be a confident, independent, and strong woman so she can go out and live her life with a passion and desire that is clear and present with her daily. 20 to 30 years from now, I can't see her living life any other way. Nothing excites me more to see a woman take back her feminine power when she becomes confident in herself and her body and her life. There are countless number of examples of the breakthroughs that women achieve in many areas of their lives, from physical achievements like the ones mentioned earlier to the inner confidence that breaks down barriers that were holding them back. Now, make sure you stay until the end of the training because I'm going to be offering you 2 free gifts. One, first, the slides from this training. And secondly, at the end of the training today, I'll be opening up opportunities to speak with me one-on-one, personally, about how you can create your own midlife transformation today. Whatever your biggest challenges are, I've seen it and I know how to overcome it. On this session, I will work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to hit these 3 powerful shifts I'm going to go over today with you. Now, let's get started. If any of you ladies out there have read The 5 Love Languages, it's a great book if you haven't yet. I recommend it. Let me introduce you to the powerful analogy of the emotional cup. Bear with me here. Imagine that your cup and your emotions and happiness are liquid in that cup. How is your emotional cup right now? Is it full or is it empty? More on the cup in a little bit, but let's realize this one important thing, and it's that you have been putting everyone else in your life ahead of yourself. Now, this is a noble cause, and I totally understand why you do so. We have husbands, parents, children, friends, other associations, your career. All these people are in your life for a reason, and you want to serve them the best you can. Why? Because women are givers, and they want to tend to those most important to them first rather than put themselves first. I bet most of you ladies on this call are running a bit low right now with your emotional cup, and that's why you're here. And I am so happy you are. The shifts today will fill your cup right up. There's a myth out there that women can't have it all, but I'm here to tell you that you can and you will. Have you ever heard of midlife mirroring syndrome? Well, behavioral psychologist Susan Quillen says more than 90% of women in their 40s and 50s are so fed up with their image, they suffer this issue. A survey of 1,200 women found that changes brought by age, combined with the youth-obsessed fashion industry, led to a dramatic drop in body confidence for women the older they get. Beyond body confidence, there is a 6-letter word that will take its toll on your body and your mind. It's called stress. Most deal with almost debilitating stress on a daily basis, as I'm sure you have dealt with your fair share. When stress builds up, the body breaks down from your health, nutrition, and most importantly, mindset. I came across some alarming stats related to women's health, and they're associated to stress that directly affects your personal health. More importantly, they will cost you time, money, and often leave you feeling less than you should. Stop and think if you know someone close to you that has dealt with some of these issues. Maybe your mother or a grandparent or another female friend could have developed these health issues. In the study from the journal JAMA, 40% of women in the U.S. are considered overweight. There's an estimated annual healthcare cost of $190 billion. There are an estimated 13.4 million women that have been diagnosed with diabetes. An average 25% of women, which is nearly 300,000, died due to the effects of heart disease. Aren't these numbers staggering? Migraines plague overly stressed women and often leave them debilitated for one or more days, which totally shuts down their daily progress. Depression and anxiety can lead to medications such as Zoloft, which only treat the symptoms rather than the main issues and never truly help in the long run. These numbers make me so upset of how many amazing women are suffering out there. Suffering for their families, their husbands, their friends, their work, but most importantly, themselves. Now imagine, not only does this cost you your precious time, but your hard earned money as well. What if you were in this position? Would you like spending over $500 each month out of pocket in healthcare costs for you to buy diabetes testing strips or cholesterol medications related to heart disease? Not only your money, but your time, and how even a migraine can affect time you spend with your family. Imagine you have a family dinner planned this Saturday night. You are all celebrating your daughter's accomplishments at school and come down with a migraine early in the day. Most often it would be so bad it would leave you hiding in the dark, ultimately leading to you canceling the whole dinner, ruining your plans for the celebration. And to make it worse, it would probably last into the following day. Or ever deal with anxiety from a work project? You have ideas on how to move a project forward, but don't know how the team will react to them? Presenting your new ideas can sometimes leave you paralyzed from making the important decisions that can determine how the project will turn out. I get to see this firsthand with my clients nearly every day. I work with women in their late 30s and early 40s who are dealing with stress and are at their wits' end. They have been giving so much of themselves to others for so long, whether it's at work or their families. Their emotional cups are empty and there's nothing left for them to give. At this point as well, health issues such as fatigue or even osteoporosis start showing up when they visit the doctor. Medications are being prescribed. Juggling home life goes into overdrive with your husband and children. These issues are exactly what we will be going over today. It's important to see how most of you on this training put yourselves last and finally realize it. You finally want to put yourself first, and I commend you for that. The Australian blogger Bronnie Ware is the author of the 2011 book, The 5 Regrets of the Dying. She writes, the regret she heard most often was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. I'll say it again. I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. The second regret was, I wish I didn't work so hard. Hopefully you can see these are powerful statements you don't want to relate to either. In today's society, we drive ourselves to the point of no return to work hard for someone else and live a life we are expected to. If you look at your current situation today, do you find yourself there? It's so important to strive away from these types of feelings and look inwards towards what you want for yourself. So today, we're going over the 3 shifts you'll need to prevent a midlife crisis. We will first start with the vision of your future self and who you need to become. Then taking a look at your health and how that's affecting your life. Lastly, examine what's in your mind and your surrounding environment. And we will be diving into each of these areas of self-care that will allow you to create the life you've always wanted for yourself. Let's start your midlife transformation today. Here's me with my arms crossed, trying to be serious. I'm going to be challenging you today. The challenges will be about any limiting beliefs you might have in yourself. I will gently push you out of your comfort zone and question certain habits you might have. Your inner belief in yourself will allow you to rise or fail. It If your limiting beliefs get the best of you, they will shut down your hopes and dreams. Become aware of them, then let them go. If some of these challenges make you think twice about how you're living your life each day, then even better. I'm here to push you to new limits. These new limits are the place where you'll live fit and fulfilled moving forward. Now, who is this training for? Let's make sure you're in the right place. This is for women around the age of 40 who have done some great things in their life, from nurturing a family to rising up through the ranks of their career. But you are wondering where the time has gone. You're looking in the mirror and don't recognize the person looking back at you. You have grown frustrated with your body and how your clothes aren't fitting anymore. You eat whatever is quick and easy and see how that approach is causing your energy to drag when you need it the most. You've been struggling with important relationships in your life, such as connecting with your significant other, from just spending time together to creating more passionate and intimate times with each other. You feel that you've hit an all-time low with your confidence, and even the glimpse of how you felt in your youth seems hopeless. Guilt, shame, and blame cloud your judgment on how you should move forward in your life. Dreams. You dream of gaining back your youthful energy, shopping your own wardrobe and fitting back in your favorite skinny jeans, creating deeper connections with your family and friends more than ever, whether it's just listening to them better or letting your personality shine that they all love so much. Getting promoted in your career, whether you work for someone or maybe hiring on a new client if you work for yourself, and feeling great about your work in the marketplace. Being your authentic self. Understanding who you are in this day and age, and understanding how you can take control of your future while feeling fit and fulfilled. So let's lay out today's agenda. Most importantly, we are here to have some fun and be open with yourself as well. We're going to be talking about how to prevent a midlife crisis and start the best and healthiest years of your life. I want you to look forward to the years to come, as they should be your best. If you aren't looking forward to your future, then you are doing something wrong right now. In the training ahead, I'll be asking you a series of questions at the beginning of each of the shifts. Think through some of these questions. It's important to let the answers sink into your thoughts. How do these questions make you feel? Please feel free to write down some quick answers. And throughout the presentation today, I'm going to be challenging you to redefine certain parts of your life. I'm going to push you. Are you ready? Don't forget about the bonuses. Stay until the end to receive them. You'll receive the slides to create more inspiration and motivation for you to move forward with your transformation, and the opportunity to talk directly to me to create more clarity in a 45-minute phone call about your goals and where you are in life and what you want for yourself than you've had all year. Are you ready? Then let's do this. Envisioning your future for a midlife transformation without going through a midlife crisis. We will start with overall satisfaction with your life right now. Understand that you don't have to crash and burn, but can rise up to the life you desire to live. You get to set the standards that make life way more fun and a bit easier. Powerful questions I ask of you today. What brought you to today's training? What do you want to accomplish in the next 5 to 10 years of your life in terms of health, relationships, your career? What is on your bucket list that you aren't anywhere near completing? If you haven't heard of the term bucket list before, it's simply a list of the things you want to do before you die. For example, one of mine is to visit Australia. I even have family there that I can visit, so why not? Next, how do you want to feel in your day-to-day? Anyone I ever talked to could always use more energy. Has this happened to you? I know it's definitely happened to some of my clients in the past before they claimed responsibility for themselves. You think that your dreams for your body, relationships, and career are unrealistic. I've even come across women who don't have any dreams at all, which is unfortunate. In life, we all have challenges in these particular areas, and I want you to overcome these challenges and hold your dreams to the highest level possible. Now, you're probably wondering why I have this unusual and funny looking creature in the picture. Well, here it goes. Ever heard of the analogy crabs in a bucket? A fisherman has a bucket full of crabs. Every once in a while, one of these crabs tries to escape by crawling out of the top of the bucket. When the crab is almost out of the bucket, the other crabs will pull that one back down to the bottom. The crabs won't let any single crab have success, but keep them trapped in the depths of the bucket with all the others. Now, can you see how this analogy may fit into your own life? Say you've recently had success losing some unwanted weight. Does it ever feel like people are always offering you sweets and high-calorie foods that may derail you? Friends say to you, relax, you deserve a break, or don't push too hard. You'll wear yourself out. My clients hear this all the time when they're pushing their life forward and those around them aren't on the same path. As Dana turned her focus inward on taking better care of herself with both her physical body and mental energy, she noticed that a longtime friend of hers kept talking about how she was going to start losing weight by not eating and taking it and putting one of those patches on her body. What Dana notices was that her friend wasn't willing to do the work that it took to get the improvement that she wanted to see in her body and even her life. More on Dana in a second. But I'm here to tell you, this is your life and you can create some serious change. You can command what is going to happen within it. I've coached hundreds of women to lose serious weight, win serious competitions, switch careers, increase their love life for their significant other with some truly amazing outcomes. You simply need your own commitment to your true self and some strong accountability to go with it. Oprah says, you become what you believe, not what you wish or want, but what you truly believe. This is important. I'll say it again. You become what you believe, not what you wish or want, but what you truly believe. So start believing more in yourself now. Start to become your own inspiration. And speaking of accountability, what's that look like in your life? On to challenge number 1. Tell 1 to 3 of your closest people you are going to commit to getting healthier in the next 6 months. We want to keep this personal to you though. Only tell the people who will give you true support, as we don't want any crabs, so to speak, holding you back. Write those down now. Your choices should be ones that will uplift you. And now, take Dana for example. Dana has a very inspirational story that I must share with you. She let life take over for the past 15 years and just allowed it to run her life. Dana felt miserable about her physical body. Her weight was at an all-time high of 230 pounds. Her pants continued to rise and grow year after year, which left her wearing unflattering, uncomfortable clothes. She was stuck shopping in a part of the store she never would even consider picking clothes from in the past. Her confidence was at an all-time low. She stopped going out doing activities she actually enjoyed and stopped spending time with those closest to her. Guess where she spent most of that time? At Netflix, binge watching movies. When it came to work, she dreaded Mondays. She also stopped dating because she was unable to attract the type of person that would be perfect for her. But worst of all was how she felt about the way she was raising her children as a single mother of two. Dana realized that she wasn't being a strong role model of a mother they needed. She came to me having a deep desire to change but didn't know how. She simply knew that she needed to act. And that's where it all began. This was Dana's shocking yet simple breakthrough she needed. She said yes to herself. She believed she could change. And change she did. Through us working together, Dana became empowered through the action steps I helped coach her through. She finally was given the support she needed. Was it easy? No, it wasn't easy, but the process was simple. She put herself first, and because of that, she walked her talk. She dropped over 50 pounds and has kept it off. She did this all without following some wacky diet plan. Her dress size dropped from a size 14 to a size 8. This resulted in a whole new wardrobe. Through taking full responsibility, she was incredibly inspired and capable. When this happens with my clients, it becomes a domino effect in which other areas of their lives must shift. Dana's relationship with her mother went from good to great. Her close relationships began to blossom with her friends. At work, her productivity went through the roof. She was not only being recognized by the leadership, but she also received multiple bonuses and pay raises as a result of her transformation. She was productive and did the work and excelled in it. Her career is now going in the direction she wanted to. Now, I just want to read these real quick. So we'll read this one. Just wanted on the left, just wanted to send a huge thank you to Brian. This has been an incredible year, and he is a huge part of that. The weight loss I experienced was great, but what I gained was so much better. He helped me gain my confidence back and my self-esteem. I was looking to lose a few pounds, but what he gave me was so much more than that. I was 230 pounds when I met him. I'm now at 180. That's incredible. Haven't been in the hundreds since I became a mom 11 years ago. I'm not just drifting through life anymore. I'm loving my life. Forever grateful to and for you, Brian. So I was just so heartfelt when I received that. And then a text at the New Year's here. Wanted to take a minute and thank you. So many good things happened this year, and having had the chance to work with and get to know you was one of the best. The weight loss I experienced was great, but what I gained was so far better. You helped reintroduce me to a woman I thought was gone. You helped me gain my confidence and self-esteem back. I'm not just existing anymore, I'm living, and I will always be grateful to you. Happy New Year. Oh yeah, I've not gained 1 pound back. This is so amazing. I really appreciate her hard work and effort to get the results that she wants, and it showed everywhere. Shift number 2, your relationship with your health. The second shift is more physical and focuses on your own personal health, fitness, and nutrition. There's an old adage, you are what you eat. I can hear that in my mom's voice right now. Maybe your mother commented on things about your health to you as well. Also, in this day and age, people sit more than ever due to expanding technology. Here's a typical day maybe you find yourself in. People wake up earlier than you want to so that they can drive sitting in their car, to then sit all day at work, to sit on their drive home, then arrive to sit down on the couch because they are tired. Does that resonate with you? Does that empower you to take this seriously and start setting your personal health higher than it is right now? I mean, who really wants to sit all day with little to no energy? That's not the life any of my clients want to live. Let's dive into the power of taking care of your physical needs. Ask yourself a few powerful questions. How do you feel in your body right now? Be honest with yourself. How hard do you think fitness has to be for you to have success? How would you rate your current level of fitness and exercise? 1 being out of breath when you climb in the stairs, or 10 very capable with your strength and endurance. Now, I promise this is going to be an unconventional presentation. I'm going to ask you an unconventional question right now. It's a very important question. When's the last time you felt good naked? Now think about this one. How's your sex life right now? These last 2 questions are very powerful and shed light on your personal confidence level in this moment. Now on to nutrition, a little lighter topic there. What is your relationship with food like now or in the past 20, 30 years? Yes, that far back. Do you have any guilt around what you eat and when you eat it? Who prepares your food? Do you prepare it or someone else? Being comfortable in your own skin is so worth achieving. The way you feel about your body has a lasting effect on your mood, from when you look in the mirror to how you show up for your significant other during times of intimacy. Long gone are the days when you feel judged, shame, disappointment, or unworthy of yourself. When you really get honest with yourself about your inner thoughts and feelings, most people are shocked, and they would be shocked to hear the things that you say to yourself. Now, we need to change that around. But moving on to fitness. As far as improving your fitness, you might think that you need to join an intense boot camp or CrossFit class. Don't forget, I own 2 CrossFit gyms, and more often than not, people were very intimidated by it. How about being sore for the next week, not being able to even sit down on the toilet? Or be in the gym 5 days a week, doing 2 hours of cardio every day? But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be so complicated. You need to create a healthy routine that you can actually commit to. Hopefully, you've been taking some notes on your biggest takeaways so far. At this moment, I'd like you to write down what your ideal fitness routine is. I'll have some prompting questions. Does it involve cardio type exercises? Are you outside or in a gym? Do you participate in group exercise classes anywhere from the bootcamp cardio class to Zumba or yoga? Drop your answers now on that paper and get them down. Now that you have that down, it doesn't matter how you rate your level of fitness between 1 and 10. You know, all you have to do is commit to taking the first step, and then the next step after that. Once you feel and feeling better with yourself and get into a healthier routine of using your body physically and becoming aware of your nutrition, the way your body looks will start to improve and tone up. You'll look better to yourself. Others will notice and pay compliments. Your confidence will go up, and you'll start to truly appreciate yourself. So far, we've covered a wide amount of insights, from what your health may be costing you, to what your vision of yourself should be like, to what limiting beliefs may be holding you back. Hopefully, you see the value in pointing these powerful insights out to you and making sure you are living a lifestyle that you want and deserve. Now let's talk about food. To some people, food can be as taboo as politics and religion, but it doesn't have to be that way for us. The way you look at and approach food tells a great deal about your inner mindset. Your overall health is affected by what you eat. It's not that you need to be spot on with your nutrition. Always be clean eating, never splurging, only eating salads all day, every day. The best approach I've seen with my clients is when there is balance and a high level awareness around the foods going into their body. Later, I'll share a super easy approach that will make total sense to you and allow you to follow without issue. Let's spend a brief amount of time looking back into the past. As you grew up, how was food looked at and thought of in your house? Do you remember the clean plate club? That was definitely a rule in my house. What was put on the plate was eaten. Did you have to finish your plate, or were you able to pick and choose what you ate? Same thing here. What was given to me had to be eaten. Do you still follow those rules today? Often, the crux of our health issues started in childhood. Have you lived a quick and easy food approach for the last 10 to 15 years where you ate out at fast food restaurants or ate a protein bar for lunch because you were working through it, or even skipped lunch because of that same reason? Do you feel you missed out on feeding yourself nutritious food that gives you energy rather than feeling zapped by 3 p.m.? Ever experienced guilt after you ate something? Before you ate it, you even knew that you'd probably feel worse after eating it, both physically and mentally, but went ahead with eating it anyways. Why do we do that to ourselves? Or how about after a social event where you told yourself you'd be good and avoid the drinks, desserts, or simply overeating? Now, let's take a look back and understand how you learned about nutrition. Did you rely on what your parents told you about the foods you ate? Did you later grow up and rely on marketing to tell you what healthy foods are and how you should eat their company's food products? Does looking at these questions help create some insights to some of your current behaviors when it comes to what you eat? Over the past 12 years working with clients, this system has produced the best results. 6 simple ways to allow you to eat in a healthy way without overcomplicating nutrition. Let's go back here real quick. Doesn't that plate of food look so good? Some fresh salmon and some fresh leafy greens with some fresh vegetables. So good. So on to the 6 simple ways. So number 1, drink enough water, 64 to 80 ounces. This helps with biological processes in the body and to help fill you up. 100 ounces for you overachievers out there. Got to drink your water. Now, number 2, eat enough protein. Studies suggest that between 100 to 150 grams of protein is recommended to tighten and tone bodies, specifically for women. Protein sources can include meat, dairy, legumes, other vegetables, and even healthy fats can all contribute to your daily protein intake. Plus, a bonus here, protein also helps you feel fuller. Eat enough fiber. We're looking at 25 grams to 30 grams for you overachievers out there every single day. Also, fiber helps fill you up. All fruits and vegetables have fiber. Even some starchy carbs have plenty of fiber in them too. So those are things that you'd want to include in moderation and a balanced diet every day. Number 4, eat moderate amounts of carbs. Once you focus on the first 3 simple nutritional strategies, it becomes easier to avoid simple carbs that just add to your day. If you were to eat any carbs, you'd want to be eating complex carbs. They can be a great source of energy and fiber. Complex carbs range from whole grains, rooted vegetables such as potatoes and carrots, to name a few. Number 5, limit fat. Now, fat is twice as many calories as carbs and protein, so although you should include healthy fats in your diet, such as nuts and mono and polyunsaturated oils like olive oil, you need to watch how much you eat. Avocados are definitely great to include in your diet. They contain plenty of fiber, vitamins, and they are heart healthy, so just portion them out appropriately for you. And last up, reduce sugar. Sugar has negative effects to hormones such as insulin that directly relate to storing body fat. Now you got to be really cautious here. They add sugar to everything to make it taste better because sugar hits our taste buds and it tastes really, really good. And it hits all our hormones and our brain activation, and so it will get you in trouble quick. And it only gets you to want more. All right, so next up is a challenge. So we just talked about food and shifting those habits. But now I'm going to go back to a simple challenge about physical activity. This shifts challenges movement. It's important to everyone. Humans were made to move, and the simplest thing that you can do is walk for 15 to 25 minutes every day. In fact, I'd offer up this challenge to you. They say that 21 days starts to build a powerful life-changing habit. But let's break it down even more than that and commit to doing something as simple as walking 25 minutes a day over the next 10 days. Can you do that? Is that something you can agree to? This will, in turn, be creating some simple movement in your life. If you're up to it, I'll even offer you a bonus challenge. But you got to get this movement in. That's important. Now, the bonus challenge is about food. It's to eat a vegetable with every meal. This could be as easy as adding some raw vegetables such as carrot sticks, broccoli, or spinach to each meal. I remember the day Natalie told me she was able to fit back into her favorite skinny jeans. She was so excited. So was I. This one key strategy was one Natalie relied on throughout the week, especially when she ate meals at work. Alright, now on to Esmeralda. We talked about Dana's success. Let's talk about Esmeralda's success. As a very busy traveling professional, Esmeralda would seem to be out of the country more than she was in it. After a few years, this wasn't okay with her. Esmeralda confided in me that she would often be left exhausted from long plane rides, lack of healthy options for her food, and the lack of physical activity from the busy schedule due to her work. She'd been putting on weight for a few years before we met. Her now out of shape and overweight body left her frustrated and discouraged. These were powerful reasons why she needed to shift her life to what she really wanted for herself, not what her work planned for her. As we started working together, self-care became a priority, from watching the foods she ate to scheduling exercise despite being in another country at another time zone. The work she did wasn't something that really filled her up. Her emotional cup, that is, her work, her actual profession. As a consequence of losing over the 25 pounds that she did, she had the courage to stand up and start looking for a better position in her field that would require less travel and better responsibilities and better pay. Best part is, if she doesn't find another position within the current company, she is fully prepared to look outside. And after being an employee for 14 years with the same company, that takes some courage. She is confident in her professional abilities to take this on. And I'm excited about that because it really shows the shifts that have transponded in her life. She ultimately realized the environment she was living and working in needed to change. And I'm so proud of her for taking action to get her to the next step in her life. Total transformation. P.S. One of the most exciting accomplishments she shared with me is fitting into normal knee-high boots. She hadn't worn a pair of these in so many years, and her wardrobe is all that much better for it. Now on to shift number 3, your environment, both internal and external. Now the third shift has to come from a place inside you and is simply an extension of the physical self-care we mentioned in shift number 2. This third shift represents your mindset and how the way you think while operating in the environment around you has a tremendous impact both on your present self and future self. So although we've covered some powerful insights, I believe that your mindset is what sets you apart. It's critical for you to believe in yourself, as Oprah said earlier. So next up are more questions. Are you ready for these? I hope you are, because here they come. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being amazing and 1 being subpar, how would you judge your current level of confidence in a few areas of your life? Write down a number for each of these areas. Health, nutrition, relationships with your friends and family, your career. What internal conversations do you have with yourself every single day? That little voice inside your head, what does it say? Now this is a tough one. How kind are you to yourself? Take a moment and reflect on this. Are you kind? Are you pleasant to yourself? Or are you harsh and kind of mean and almost bully yourself. Now, in your home, is it a place for you to recharge and give you energy? Does the work or job that you do fill you up or drain your cup, so to speak? And how has your relationship with your significant other changed over the last few years? Has it gotten any better or has it gotten worse? Now, going back to the first question here, I'm going to give you some brief time to write this out. It's important that you put a number to these 4 areas of your life. What's your level of confidence, 1 to 10, in health? Okay, now nutrition, right quickly. And then relationships. And finally, your career. What do you come up with? How does the number you gave each area affect your current environment? Now, do you see how they could be negatively impacting you when you score those areas low? 2 examples of how low scores could be showing up in your life are: 1, always fighting with your significant other on issues that just aren't important. Or 2, the lack of excitement when going to work each day. Those are 2 ways that low scores could show up for you. Now let's look inward. Oftentimes with clients, I'll address what is going on with their self-talk. Self-talk is that little voice inside your head that you often hear every day, all day. Is it a good thing or negative? Does it encourage you or does it put you down? Most of the time it's negative, and it is often almost like a bullying and puts people down. This is the way they really let themselves down. Think about what was the last little thing that voice said to you. It had great impact, whether it was positive or negative. I've heard things like, "I'm so fat, I hate the way I look, work sucks, Bill and I are always fighting, I'm not good at this is too hard, I don't know how to do it." But on a positive note, we always want to, people use positive self-talk too, and this is where we want you to live and hang out. I'm really excited about today. I'm grateful for such good friends. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I can do this. I am resourceful. I trust myself. Now, let's talk about a place where you spend a fair amount of time, your home. When you head home, is it welcoming you back to a place of love and care? Is your home organized enough to create space for you to do things that are important to you? Or does the clutter and stuff create blocks, leaving you almost feeling helpless when you get home and not wanting to do anything? I remember when Amy had a cluttered up and messy bedroom. She never had a place of peace and quiet. When she entered the room, she wasn't able to rest. There was always something there for her to sort or do whatnot. So there's something to clean too and put away. We fixed that since we started, and it has made a whole new area for her to find peace and even more fulfillment and rest, so she can actually rest. Now, let's talk about the other place you spend most of your time, and that's your work. Stop and think. Does your work have a positive effect on you? Why I ask is simple. You spend an awful lot of time working every day and week. Most people work well over an 8-hour workday. And if you are on this training, you too may work even more as well. So take a moment to reflect on how you show up at work. Think of all the situations you've been in at work over the last 4 weeks, not to mention the last 1 to 3 years. Does your work environment empower you to dream bigger and push harder? Or are you surrounded with a negative environment where you are dealing with people complaining or even worse, gossiping? Let's check into some relationships now. How have the closest relationships to you been lately? Jim Rohn puts it in this way: you are the average of the top 5 people you spend the most time with. It's true. Look around. Take stock in this. Understand how This quote here from Jim can be very powerful. Are your friends helping you succeed? Are they supporting you? Are they building an exciting life that you look forward to? Are you happy and eager to spend that time together? Or is it filled with fights, bickering, poor support, or feeling of wanting more? Ever come across a toxic relationship in your life? I have, and I've learned quite a bit from that experience. All right, so next up is challenge number 3. I call this the time audit challenge. This is an important awareness exercise I have all my clients do. Once you gain perspective on how you're spending your time and what the actual result is for the time spent, you'll have an eye-opening experience which will help dictate how you proceed with the most valuable asset we have in life, which is time. This may sound crazy, but for the next 3 days, I want you to write down what you do every hour. Bonus for you overachievers, every 15 minutes. You can really start to see what happens in your life and where you're spending a lot of your time. Now, again, we go back to Amy on this. When Amy did this challenge, she began to see how much time she spent on social media sites and shopping. So there's a lot of time being almost wasted in a sense. You could get lost and go down the fork road there. Through this, we began to allocate specific amounts of time that she could spend on Facebook or YouTube or Amazon. But here's a cool thing. We also saved her money because she wasn't always being exposed to the amazing and powerful Amazon. You know, they will find you and get your money. Okay, so we've covered a lot of different insights from where your vision is for yourself to your fitness, your health, to personal care, and also like does work fill you up with the passion, excitement to get up every day? Is your home exciting place to be in? Now I have a couple questions for you that I took a lot of time to prepare that kind of hone in on these different insights that we created for you. So now's the time to ask these questions to you. These questions should challenge you to take some action to take the next step. How can you tell you are in need of a life change? Sit back and think for a second about what brought you here. What pain are you living with that you simply can't take any longer? How has your life been the last 5 to 10 years? Has it been the time of your life filled with fun and enjoyable moments like travel and family gatherings? Are you stressed? Is your hair turning gray? Do you feel beat up from the demands of life? We don't need you pulling your hair out. When you look in the mirror, is it filled with excitement or despair? Do you avoid them at all costs? I've talked with women in the past that have went to the point of covering them up. When last did you have the energy needed to live each day to the fullest? Quick example here is how many times are you hitting the snooze button before you absolutely have to get out of bed in the morning? We've all done it, but do you do it every day? Are your relationships filling up your emotional cup or taking from it? Do you have a few close and personal relationships that make a difference in your day? Do you laugh with your close ones? Are you getting the support you need in your life to enjoy life to the fullest, whether it's from friends, family, or coach? And most importantly, are you excited about your future? Does tomorrow excite you? Now, you have a choice. So we've gone through the 3 shifts you need to create a midlife transformation, and there are really only 2 options you have after today. 1, you can stay stuck in the same unhealthy habits that have gotten you to this point. Or you can choose to grab life by the horns, actually create a midlife transformation, and begin the happiest and healthiest years of your life. So let's read the bold words here. You choose to create a real transformation. Begin your life. All right, I wanted to point that out. Are you ready to begin your life and really be excited about everything that you're doing? Imagine what it would be like to take charge of your day, to feel energetic in the morning so you're ready to get moving. Be proud of your body so you can shop your own wardrobe once again. Be excited to put on your favorite skinny jeans again. Am I right? have amazing sex again, where you can truly express yourself to your partner. Connect on a higher level with your close family and friends to offer true connection with them. Eat foods that fuel your daily high energy needs. Gain the confidence back that you've been missing and deeply desire. Challenge yourself to take the next step in your career. Appreciate life at a whole new level of living. And live each day as if it was the best day of your life. And what would a transformation like this be worth to you? I hope that you'd agree it would be priceless. But in order to achieve this, you need to recognize that you need help, and kudos for attending this training. To work with someone who has an expertise in helping women just like you create a midlife transformation. Gain the accountability to follow through with your specific goals to help you create the life you want. Gain the support needed for you to be able to push past limiting beliefs and old behaviors. Know that the next phase of your life needs to be the best phase. Understand no matter how busy you are, no time is better to start than now. And lastly, believe that you can do it just like Oprah says. Now, I really appreciate you stayed through the training and know you're looking for what the next step is. I want to make sure that I delivered some amazing value and get you to stop and think about where you currently are. If you are one who wants that next step, do I have permission to tell you more about how I can help you achieve the midlife transformation you've been looking for? Again, it all started with Emmeline 2 years ago and wanting only the best for her life. So I'm on a mission to make sure women in their late 30s and early 40s don't lose steam, but instead find complete fulfillment in their lives. And it starts with emotional and physical health, which we cover in depth through my program. Awesome. You're here. I can't wait to share with you. So let's talk about how I can help. So that is why I'm so excited to introduce to you Momentum, my 3-month one-on-one coaching program, Fit and Fulfilled at 40. I've been in the fitness field a long time, and programs from women are about weight loss and the workout, but hardly anyone ever is focusing on the total transformation inside and out, holistic transformation. And that is what I've been focusing on the last 5 years. What I found is that even when working in the trenches with people, it became so much more than anything fitness or exercise related. It truly became things of the heart and things of the mind that we really worked on and created way more than body transformation, but true midlife transformation with these people, and it's been amazing. Here are a few things that I've found to be a struggle for some. Feeling as if there's a glass ceiling in your career and you don't know how to break past it. These are things that come up regularly when I've worked with people, and we're finding this solution to get rid of them and blast past through them. When was the last time you even looked at a food label, even if you knew how to read one in the first place? Most women are intimidated by the gym, and if they made it there, they often feel lost and get discouraged because they don't know what to do. I found that most have relationships that are okay at best. They feel as if the flame of passion dwindles with each passing year. All of a sudden, you have a roommate living with you instead of a connected relationship. Most struggle to live a life that they are excited about. They settle in for the day-to-day thinking that this is the best that they can get. Don't know how to feel more confident in their everyday life. They don't understand that they have direct power to influence how they live. Those are some of the topics we will be covering inside Momentum. You've made it this far in the training, so I can tell you're someone who's really committed. You're ready to invest in your time, energy into yourself. So I want to go through my program in detail so you know every part of how I can help you. And this could be the right investment for you. Now, week number 1, setting the foundation. It's a 2-hour intensive. In the first session, we will get clear on why you want to make this life change and what this change will mean for your future. We will discuss how to start shifting you mentally for positive change. So each of our sessions will be one-on-one recorded calls for your personal reference, and you'll have personal homework and to assignments that target and move you forward toward the person and the way you want to be from here on out. In week number 2, developing powerful habits. Habits rule your life, whether positive or negative. We'll have you examine your lifestyle and create awareness around your habits. We will map out an ideal lifestyle that will work best for you. In week 3, mindset and well-being. I will be sharing with you 10 mindset shifts that can transform the quality of your life. We'll do an inventory of your stress levels from work, family, friends, etc., and discuss a plan to reduce stress. In week number 4, building confidence. We'll talk about how confidence is found in 3 ways: through your physiology, what you focus on, and changing your belief systems. We will discuss the topics of self-sabotage, avoiding pain, and seeking pleasure. In week 5, your internal environment. We'll hone in your inner self-talk and break any negative patterns there. We will discuss the power of daily meditation and journaling exercises to become calm and bring positivity into your life. In week number 6, it's your external environment. We'll take inventory of your relationships. How has your relationship with your significant other changed in the last few weeks? Who are your 5 closest friends and what effects are they having on you? How have your relationships shifted since starting the program? We will examine the energy of your living space and workspace and any adjustments that can help bring in more positive, balanced energy. In week 7, nutrition in your lifestyle, part 1. We'll examine a daily nutritional structure for you, what to eat and when. I'll teach you the 6 sound nutritional strategy that stand the test of time and pass any bad diet. In week number 8, nutrition in your lifestyle, part 2. I'll teach you the 10 fat loss commandments and the benefits they will have on your nutrition. I will also teach you how to read food labels and how it impacts your food choices. In week 9, fitness in your life, part 1, we will discuss the most beneficial way for you to work out and exercise for your lifestyle. I will help you establish accountability structures for staying active on a regular basis. In week 10, fitness in your life, part 2, we will design your specific fitness plan to create the rockin' body you deserve. You will learn how to design your own cardio strength and core workouts that will build the muscle, tone, and definition you desire in your body. An important week 11, implementation week. After working with hundreds of women at this point, by implementation week, typically we can really see what's working and where we need to go. We will discuss the program so far, what's working, the biggest challenges today, what's going on, what are the insights that need to kind of shift here in the last 2 weeks of the program. We will implement your personalized nutrition and fitness program here as well. We'll put it all into action. And last up, week number 12, mapping out the future. It's another 2-hour intensive. And I must say, woohoo, you've made it. By now, you've reached the end of the program and amazing things are happening. Just remember some of the stories I shared with you from Dana and Esmeralda and many others. We'll wrap up our program with that 2-hour intensive on the phone. We will create a solid foundation for your life transformation. Now we'll talk about the next steps going into the future, what they look like. We'll discuss our program together, your biggest accomplishments, your favorite new habits, how you can continue the momentum as you continue to build your new life. We will discuss systems to put into place that will help you continue to build that ideal life. Again, each of our sessions will be one-on-one recorded calls for your personal reference, and we'll have personal homework assignments that move you toward that target of what you want. Now, We recap the program, what it is in detail. Now, I want to say that this program is an investment in yourself. This is not a Band-Aid approach program. This is the real deal. Okay, we're going to get you to do the work and follow through on it and have the success that you want. Once we dive into what your journey should look like, there is no turning back. We will push your life to new limits, and you should be really excited to do so. Most programs out there are group-based, where access to your coach is generally limited and mostly email and Facebook group questions and answer based. But this is a one-on-one coaching program with weekly calls and check-ins and unlimited email access to me. Now, I want to remind you again, how much is your health worth to you? How much is having confidence in yourself worth? How much is having the body you desire worth? How much is having sustained energy throughout the day worth? How much is gaining a deeper appreciation of who you are? So, if you're someone who is ready to make this transformation, who is done with the fad diets and programs, who is finished being stressed out and overwhelmed, and is committed to taking change, then let's do this. Book a call and let's talk. The Midlife Transformation Success Call lasts for about 45 minutes and will do a full assessment of your health and lifestyle and the transformation you want to make. Here's the button that you need to click on to schedule your call. Now, spaces are limited. I only work with a certain number of people per month and have limited slots available, so grab yours while they're available. When you get to the scheduling page, you'll want to click on a time that works for you. Then enter your personal info like name, email, phone number so I can give you a call. This is what it looks like and what you'll be looking toward to schedule. It's a very easy process, so do that now. Go click and get a spot for you so we can start making change now, not later. We want to do the work now. We don't want to wait till later, because 9.9 times out of 10, no one does anything. And I continually talk to people months later who have not taken any action and nothing has changed. So grab a spot. So apply. There's the website link. There's the website and what it looks like. Now, why am I doing this? I love giving back. It's about helping women claim who they truly are, and more about truly helping them achieve their goals. Plus, I know that you might want my help to help transform your life. If so, we can discuss it and see if it's a good fit for both of us. If not, that's fine too. Now, as I said in the beginning, I thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing how those challenges help provoke a number of insights that will help shape your new you. This is Brian, Coach Brian, signing off. Thank you so much. Go apply, and we will talk to you soon.